Hi lovely Taurus, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me. So how are you doing, Taurus? We just experienced 3 eclipses during this last eclipse season. If you aren't sure where those eclipses occurred for you, please feel free to look up the astrology forecast that I put forth in September, and there were quite a few videos. So check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign for any information that may be relevant for you, and I hope that you find that information valuable. Now, what I'm going to do is, first off, ask you how you're doing. I hope you're well. The second thing is that I'd like to ask you to sit a spell so we can talk about the stars. So let's get to it. I'm going to discuss the first half of October's planetary energy. I'm also going to discuss a week after the full moon, because I think that the full moon is going to be a powerful trigger point. I'll get more to that in a second. Let's go ahead and talk about the sky. Pardon me. On the 1st of October, we will have the sun in our 6th house. Mercury will be in the 5th. Venus will be in the 7th. Mars will be in the 9th. Jupiter will be in the 6th, Saturn will be in the 8th, Uranus will be in the 12th, Neptune will be in the 11th, and Pluto will be in the 9th. On October the 8th, Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, is changing signs into your 6th house. The 6th house is the house of work and health, or competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. And that's the Virgo ruled house, so you may be dealing with a Virgo, who knows. On the 16th of October, we will be experiencing a full moon in Aries. And this full moon is going to be powerful. The moon will be in the same sign as Uranus. So there will be shocks and surprises, possible changes, liberation, and rebellion. The Sabian symbol for 23 degrees of Aries reads, blown inward by the wind, the curtains of an open window take the shape of a cornucopia. A cornucopia is also known as a horn of plenty, or having all of the things that you need at your immediate disposal that you need to sustain you. So while I was meditating on this Sabian symbol, I thought of 2 things, and they sound the same, but they're different. The first being a situation that is so shocking and so surprising to you that you are blown inward. You are an introvert. You go inside and you realize that all of the inner strength and the inner resources that you have are already put in place to sustain you through whatever it is that you're going through. The second thing that I thought of was a situation that was so surprising, so shocking, liberating, the whole 9, that blows you back literally, not necessarily on the floor, but could be because there's a hurricane or 2 out there. But it blows you back, and it's so shocking and so surprising that once you get back up, literally or metaphorically, then there are gifts, or a gift, abundance, prosperity, and the sustenance that you need to sustain yourself through the situation as well. So it could be an introversion type of a situation, or it could be an external situation that you see there are things that are a safety net, if you will. Okay, so I've stumbled through that enough. This full moon is going to be playing out in a couple of different houses for you because of the energy that's associated with it. So the full moon's in the 12th house. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces. It may involve a Pisces. And this is where you have this, I call it the house of secrets. It's the secrets that you keep from yourself. It's the secrets that are in your dreams. It's repression. It's karma. It's secret hidden enemies. It's your repression. It's your limitation. It's your self-undoing. It's a house of secrets that you keep from yourself and possibly others. Now, there's also going to be a pretty powerful response in your 9th house because Mars and Pluto are there. The 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius. That may mean something to you. And that's the house of your higher education, your long-distance travel, adventures, questing, legal system matters, the study of philosophy or religion, or astrology. It's also foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. Let me think. I think that's pretty much it on the 9th house. And we'll have the sun in the 6th house. The sun in the 6th house is dealing with your work and your health. That's the Virgo ruled house of work and health. So, one other note, the week after the full moon, October 17th through the 23rd, there's a powerful Mars-Pluto conjunction that will be going on throughout the entire month of October, but it's really going to be highlighted after this full moon, I believe. Mars and Pluto are in Capricorn. That is the status quo, the established order, and the like. So that may mean something to you. But this powerful Mars-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn is going to be playing out especially strong, in my opinion, between the 17th and the 23rd. And I say not just my opinion. There's a lot of other astrologers that are talking about this as well. The astrologer that brought this to my attention was Steve Judd. I watch and follow him on YouTube, and he brought forth a heads up kind of warning, which, if it's important enough for him to mention, I think it's important enough for you to at least hear about. So go ahead and write down in your calendars that October 17th through the 23rd is going to be a powerful time. That you may be feeling aggressive. Be careful in your driving because it is long distance trips. I always see Mars in any communication or travel house as possible road rage. So be careful with that. It's really all I'm seeing for the first half of October. I'll be back for the second half of October around the full moon with your videos, and hopefully we can get back on the regular schedule of me releasing these videos. Let me know if you like them released all at once, or if you would prefer me to release them as I upload them. That's what I have been doing, is releasing them as I upload them. But I think this format will be a cleaner and more fair way of doing it. I'll still do the videos in the order of the longest view watch time, but I feel like, especially after the new moon in Libra, things needed to be a little bit more fair. At least to start off this, secondary part of my channel, because this is still a pretty new channel. Anyways, I've blabbered long enough. Hang tight, Taurus. I'm going to meditate over my cards and ask for the specific messages for my Taurus friends and viewers, and I will be right back. Hang tight, y'all. Hey, Taurus, I'm back with your cards. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for my Taurus friends, and I've asked for the general messages for my Taurus viewers. This could be your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. I've found that it works best for the sun and the rising, but I have received confirmation from many of my viewers that their moon signs also resonate. And it's funny that I'm talking about moon signs, and look at that. I'm a Taurus moon, too. I have my oldest son is a 0-degree Taurus sun, and he is a Gemini rising with a Cancer moon, and my youngest son is a 22-degree Scorpio rising. He has my exact rising sign and degree. Super rare from what I understand. And he's my Virgo sun baby. He also has his moon in Scorpio, so me and him have a very strong psychic link. I know when stuff's going on in his world. I may not know exactly what it is, but my spidey senses get to tinkling. It's not that I don't have that same sort of connection with my oldest son, it's just there's something different. And I don't know how to describe it other than it's just a different relationship entirely. When I talk to my youngest son, I feel like I can, especially if it's just me and him one-on-one, I feel like I'm talking to somebody my age or even older. Alright. Got a card pop. So what I'm going to do is cut. That's usually my sign for shut up and cut. It doesn't always happen like that, but when it does, I pay attention. Now, what I'm going to do is pull the bottom card for the underlying theme or the overarching energy, and the top 3 for clarity. And what I'm also going to do is pull from the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle deck, whoops, and also the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild, and the artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. It's a real fan favorite of many who watch this channel, and I'm so happy I could share it with you. So let me move these guys to the side. I've got an Aries sun and I'm a Scorpio riser, so I'm feeling this full moon coming already. It kind of, if any of you have lived near railroad tracks, you know how you can kind of feel the ground shake a little bit when it goes by. If you're close in proximity, not standing on the tracks, y'all, but you know what I mean. When you're close in proximity, you can feel the ground kind of vibrate. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Not necessarily the ground actually vibrating, but I feel rumblings in my soul, if you will. So, I have also Uranus natally placed in my first house, so, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. I don't like surprises. Every one of the surprises that's ever come in my world has not exactly been the funnest. I've only had 2 positive surprises, and even then that could be debatable. It's not to say that my children aren't positive, but being a teenage mom is no fun. You know, everything around me has been surprises my entire life, and that's that Uranus in the first house. But that also speaks to why this Scorpio rising don't like surprises that much. I'd rather you just tell me what's going on. And I tell that to anybody I've ever been in a relationship with. Is I don't like surprises. You need to be upfront and honest with me. So I don't know why I'm telling all y'all that. It may mean something to some of y'all. I feel like I need to share that with y'all, though, so. Alright, what I'm going to do is pull the bottom and the top card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Now, we're going to work with the Halloween Oracle deck. Move those cards there. I'm shooting in a different location in my house. The lighting is better. I think the acoustics might be better for you as well. It's a very small little corner of my house. Used to be a washroom, but it really kind of turned into a storage room, and yeah. I had private messages asking me to do my videos in a better lit area, that it was hard for some people to see what I was trying to show them on the cards. So I'm trying to accommodate. Trying. What I'm going to do is cut again, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the other Oracle deck. I'm going to pull the top and the bottom card. Okie doke. Alright, Taurus, you've seen me pull all of the cards. Now what I'm going to do is take a pause for the cause. I'm going to flip these cards, meditate, do the tarot math so I can give you the house implications, and I'll be right back. Thanks so much for sticking it out with me, y'all. Be right back. Hey, lovely Taurus, I'm back with your cards. Thank you so much for joining me again. The card that fell from the deck while I was shuffling is the Hanged Man. This is the 12th card in the Major Arcana. The 12 speaks to the Pisces-ruled house of secrets that you keep from yourself, secret enemies. It's also repression. It's self-undoing. It's limitations, your limitations, secret enemies, secrets that you keep from yourself. The Hanged Man is a spiritual card. It represents the planet Neptune. You have Neptune in your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of your friends, groups, wishes, future goals, and dreams. I think of the bucket list when I think of the 11th house. And also your social circle. Neptune is also known as a planet of nebulousness, illusion, and imagination. It also represents sleep or dreaming and alcohol or addictive tendencies, escaping through just escapism. Whenever the Hanged Man shows up for me in a personal reading, it means that I need a different perspective, or I need to balance my perspective. I maybe need to look at things from a different angle. It also tells me that I need to do more yoga. The fact that it's in the upright is a good thing, but you could feel like you have been, like the rug has been pulled from underneath of you, because even though it's in the upright, the character in the card is upside down. And the hands are behind the back, so it could feel like your hands are tied in this situation. And I normally never even say that whenever I see that card come up, so that could be a big deal. You could feel like your hands are tied in the situation. Especially dealing with a friend. possibly a Pisces. And Neptune is in Pisces as well, which is the house that I just told you about. The underlying theme or the overarching energy that you got is the Ace of Wands. And this looks like, to me, and it doesn't normally come across this way, but in this reading it looks like to me a fire sign in some way is putting their foot down. They're quashing the situation. It's a thumbs down. It's not going to work. Whatever it is that you're doing needs a different approach. The Ace of Wands is a very phallic sign as well, so it could be that we just had a new moon in Libra, and there's a lot of people that are either meeting new people, coming across paths with new people, and there's a lot of sexual tension out there too with just the astrological placements that are out there. You could be feeling attracted to somebody. And you know it's not a good idea, but you can't help it. There's like a magnetic draw to this individual or this situation. If it's not an individual, it could be a creative situation. It could be dealing with people not liking your creation or having something to say about it or challenging you about it. And it's making you feel not so good. The wands represent the fire signs. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, I think this deals with a Leo, and the reason that I think that, if it's not a Leo, it could be a Libra. One of the oracle cards has sunflowers down here. Whenever I see sunflowers, I think of the Sun card and the Rider-Waite Tarot, and that is representative of the Sun, which is, well, I mean, the Sun card is representative of the Sun, duh. But the Sun card is Leo's ruling luminary. So that may mean something to you. Let's move on. 7th house, the 7 of Wands. This is defending your ground, feeling attacked. It could be debate. You could be dealing with people wanting to argue with you about your stance in politics. It might be an argument at work about politics. Or the injustice of it all, because we've got the Justice card next. This argument, this situation is going to feel very emotional. The background color is blue, which always indicates high emotions for me. 7th card, 7th house, that's Libra. How funny is it that Justice is right next to it, and this is the Libra Major Arcana card. The 7th house being Libra, partnerships, how you identify with others, how you learn about yourself through your relationships with others. It's counseling, and it's open enemies. Open enemies are who you would testify against in court, somebody who you know doesn't like you, or how I see it is arguing with somebody online in an online forum like Facebook, Twitter, or even the YouTube comments, where other people can see and take part of the drama, if you will. You could be arguing with a Libra. You could be arguing with a Pisces. You could be arguing with a did I say Leo? Leo, Libra, Pisces is what I'm really getting. Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces along with Jupiter. Jupiter is in the 7th house. There's a lot of 7s, a lot of Libra. It may be an argument between you and a couple of people, or it may be a disagreement or not seeing eye to eye in some way. It could be the resolution of an argument that has already popped off, because the Justice card is here as well. The next card is the Justice card. You've heard me talk about it a little bit. This is the 11th card of the Major Arcana. The 11th card represents Aquarius, and we had an eclipse in Aquarius. I can't remember where it was for you, Taurus, because I do way too many of these videos, but go back and check. Aquarius is the house, or the 11th house is the house of your friends, and that can be internet or real life. That's a house of your future wishes, goals, and dreams, your bucket list. It's also memberships, associations, and groups that you may belong to. The Justice card is a Major Arcana card, represents Libra, and I always think balance when I think Libra because of the scales right here. I also think that the Justice card is in some way a reward for one's efforts or acknowledgement of one's hard work in some way. I also see it being fair. You could be dealing with a fire sign in the justice system because this individual is cloaked in red. And whenever I see the characters cloaked in a major color like that, it's usually representative of the energy around them. For me, that's how I read. I'm not really sure. The 6, okay? This is in the upright. It's moving away from tough times. It's moving away from troubled waters. It's moving past a bad situation. It could have just been all in your mind, but still, nonetheless, some of that. I still struggle with PTSD, and I'm literally looking down the barrel of my 2nd anniversary of survival. October 10th is the day that my house fire occurred, and that I almost died in a house fire in my sleep. I was asleep in that house for almost 10 minutes. And I have a Taurus moon, so this is, yeah. This could be your friends telling you it's time for you to move on, or it's time for you to get over it. And that was a big thing. Get over it, Erica, get over it. If you know me, if you love me, don't ever tell me to get over it. I'll get over it in my own damn time. I don't need you to tell me, and I'm not working on your damn time schedule either. Thank you very much. That wasn't to you, but that's how I felt whenever I heard that, because this is exactly how I felt whenever I heard get over it. It's like, you don't know what I've been through. You only read about it on Facebook. You didn't come see what was going on with me. You didn't see that the only place in my house that had a white spot in it was where my pillow was. You didn't run in and out of a fire. Twice. Naked. Damn naked. Close to naked. T-shirt and panties. It was hot. It's Louisiana. It's hot right now. I'm in a tank top. What? Yeah, Mars is playing hard for me, but I'm an Aries sun and a Scorpio riser, so Mars-Pluto is playing all over me right now. Sorry. The 6th house, this is the 6 of Swords. 6 speaks to work and health. That's the Virgo-ruled house of work and health and the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. The swords represent air sign energy. The air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I mentioned Aquarius earlier. That may be important to you as well. You may be dealing with a group of individuals, and you are having group activity. People may be not staying in their lane. People possibly interfering in things that don't involve them. And, you may be dealing with a pissed off fire sign over it. Or the result is going to be like coming from the negative side of a fire sign. Impulsive, childish, immature. And I'm not hating. I'm an Aries sun, y'all. But fire signs are known for being quick and not thinking about it. Leaping before they look. And, this could also be a very karmic situation. And that's something that I haven't addressed, because the Hanged Man being in the 12th house deals with karma as well. Now, I did the math on this Rider-Waite Tarot spread. We've got the 12, the 7, the 9, and the 6. That totaled up to 35. 3 plus 5 is 8, and that covers the Scorpio-ruled house of life, death, rebirth, that entire cycle, other people's money, regeneration, transformation, metamorphosis, sexuality, primal or basic instincts. You may be making a bad choice in sex. If you just met somebody, take it easy. Feel them out a little bit. Because right now, everybody on the planet is feeling like little horn dogs right now, with Venus in Scorpio and the moon being in Scorpio and Black Moon Lilith and all kinds of stuff, hanging out in Scorpio, making things fun. I've had more people private message me in my personal Facebook page, like, Erica, girl, what is going on? I'm just ready to go. Like, yeah, I understand it. I had a friend post on Facebook, and I'm not going to name any names, not that this individual would watch, because I haven't publicized my this channel on my personal Facebook page, but have a friend from high school that I'm still friends with on Facebook, and he's a bartender, and he was saying that he had come in from work last night, and his dog was so excited to see him, and he humped him twice, and that just made me laugh, because it's so indicative to the energy that's at play right now while I'm shooting this. So, as I say that, the first card to come up for you was the Hearth card in the Halloween Oracle deck. And the Hearth card, the first thing I think of when I think of Hearth is World of Warcraft, because I played for years, and I think of Hearthstoning to the end. So, for the Horde, shout out to my World of Warcraft players. If any of y'all played it, let me know which server you played on, and if you were Horde or Alliance, that would be a really cool interaction for us to have. But the Hearth card for me represents keep the home fires burning. Also, like conflict resolution within the family, the individual, like the immediate family, your nuclear family, your blood relations, people that you live with in your home. I also can't help but hear home is where the heart is. And I feel like you need to embrace warmth. Embrace the warmth in your life. Don't be afraid of it. The second card that you receive from the Halloween Oracle deck, my lovely Taurians, is the Skull of Flowers, creating through the ash. Well, I didn't read the bottom part here. The Hearth card reads, happiness in our hearts and homes. So that's pretty cool. The Skull of Flowers reads, creating through the ashes. Oh my goodness. I'm a Taurus moon. I created this channel after studying astrology for 1.5 years because I saw how important a tool it was for those who want to pay attention to it. I did an astrological experiment, and I just followed astrology very loosely in the beginning until I started seeing that this stuff really does have something to it. That the energies that come out and play really do play out on a much larger scale if people pay attention, and many don't. I've had more than one friend say, yeah, Erica, okay, I'm going to believe you because planets. It's like, I could have a dissertation to tell you why you should, but why should I have to sit there and convince you the entire damn time? How about you just listen to me, remember what I say, and if it works for you, then be like, huh, maybe she ain't so crazy. Because that's where I'm at in my life. I got a lot of people who think that I'm absolutely nuts right now. But back to the Skull of Flowers. I'm sorry. Skull of Flowers. When I see this card, I think that you must be buried before you can blossom. That it's time to either hit the refresh button or just restart altogether. I think that it also represents advancing through adversity. I think that it represents radical change. And I also think that it indicates that you need to reassess your why. Why do you do things? What do you do them for? Reassess your purpose. You're very practical, Taurus. Reassess your purpose. Understand why you're doing what you're doing, and that may help you in so many ways. From the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, the Shock of the New. This is the 6th card, Work and Health. Big issue playing out for us in the first half of the month. We've got the Sun in the 6th. We've got Mercury moving into the 6th on the 8th of the month. We also have Jupiter in the 6th. So work and health is going to be a big issue for you, not only for this month, but work and health, you're going to see big, that area is going to expand for you because Jupiter is there. I think of the planet Uranus whenever I see this card as well. Uranus because of the shocks and the new, but Leo because of the sunflower. When I see the Shock of the New card, I think about deep soul stirrings. I think about breakthroughs being around the corner. I think of surrendering the fear of being different, because nobody likes, for me, I've always been strange. I've always been weird. I've always been different. I've always marched to the beat of my own drummer. And nobody's really understood that until about my 30s. I was not a cool kid growing up. I was not a cool kid. I mean, I didn't have my shit together, and I still don't. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know if anybody really truly does, but I didn't really come into my own until I hit 30, which is weird. But I've always been different. Don't be afraid to be different. Celebrate your differences. I also think that, especially with this sacred geometry right here at the throat chakra, that it's a time for you to make peace with the strange or odd in your life. I think that you're going to be experiencing new and different types of shocking encounters. Things that will make you really think and stick with you for a while. I also think that you're outgrowing old methods. And one of the best things that you can do, especially in dealing with your work and your health this year, is just embrace flying by the seat of your pants. The final card that you received is what is already with you. The symbology of the butterflies here always makes me think of the 8th house. This is the 17th card of the Sacred Rebel deck. That also breaks down to 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. That speaks to the Scorpio-ruled house of life, death, rebirth, primal or basic instincts, regeneration, metamorphosis, transformation, other people's money. So that's a big energy house. That's a big will house. Whenever I see this card, though, I think it's what you're seeking, what you're looking for is actually much closer than you realize. Stop trying so hard. I keep hearing you're already ready already. You're already ready already, Taurus. I don't know what that means for you, but you're already ready already. And I'm also told to tell you to give into the sweet surrender of life, of the situation at hand. Understand that we control absolutely nothing. We have free will, but we have zero control. So Taurus, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the very bottom of my grateful heart. I'll be around in the middle of October for the second half of October's videos and hopefully get back on my regular shooting schedule. Eclipse season took it out of me, y'all, and I know it did for you too. Thank you for being patient and sticking with me and understanding that life sometimes comes before this channel, and that's what's happened this go round. I have Uranus in my first house. I have Neptune in my first house, so things are going to be shocking and things may be a little crazy from time to time. But I appreciate you sticking it out with me nonetheless. I'll see y'all in mid-month. Take care of yourselves. Please employ your self-care measures. Be kind to yourself and save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through situations that some of us will never speak about to another soul. So with that, take care and namaste, y'all.